Hey guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC and we're going to talk about Ripple XRP, Ethereum, EOS, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and maybe a couple of alt. Right, we're just going to make it very quick, and then we're just going to focus on like a price action, current selling pressure, and what could we be expecting within the next few days, few hours, stuff like that. If like we're gonna get a support from a mid 8K range. We've been calling for this mid 8K range like the last 2 weeks, 82 to 8500 range being like a very strong support for BTC. When BTC was like even like above 10K, we've been saying like do not long BTC above 10K. Right, we said it multiple times. If you follow this channel, we said it. It's not financial advice, right? But of course, right, we said do not long BTC above 10K. If you try to long BTC, try to long it like below at least like a 98 range to 97 range. So even if like we drop below 95, you could catch the rebound and get out, stuff like that. But I've seen like most people long in BTC above like a 10.3, 10.4, stuff like that. That was very dangerous. I said it even before we pump above 10K. A couple of weeks ago when BTC was just about this area, after we get this big pump up like to 97, that's where we actually took the long from like a 96 to like a 10.5, and then basically we basically long it again from 96 to basically 10.3, something like that, and then short it from 10.2 to 10.4 down to like a 96 range, right? So and then basically we took also another basically a position from a 96 range, and then we're looking for a mid to low 8K range. All right, so that's what I'm looking for, at least for the short term. In terms of Elliott wave, I said it multiple times, guys. Patterns, head and shoulder, and all those good stuff, they're pretty good. But I'm telling you guys, like if you understand your Elliott wave, most of the time you incorporate it with your moving averages, your patterns, head and shoulder, all those kind of pattern or any kind of patterns, triangles, descending triangle, pennants, whatever you want to use it with. You're going to be most likely very successful, right? You're going to be very successful. So we said it multiple times, right? We've been looking for this move in terms of wave analysis. We said we got this selling pressure, and then we were looking for a why am I using red? I must be very bearish. Let me just do this. Let me just be neutral, right? So you can see like we've been looking for this flat correction. We wanted BC to go up to like a 10.3 just to complete to retest the top before giving us this move to the downside, right? But it was okay. It's okay. We did not get the move like up to 10.3, but we just took it like from 96, and then we're looking for this move all the way down, okay, to some lower crazy numbers, right? At least for the short term, that's what I'm looking for. So let me see if the sound is good, guys, before I keep going, because it is going to be very interesting. As you can see, right, market is selling off, but everything is selling off. Ethereum is looking bad, XRP is looking bad, EOS is looking bad, and EOS gave us a big signal like basically last week. If you pay clear attention to my live stream, YouTube, by the way, removed my live stream. So if you can't find that live stream, it is just because YouTube just removed it. I don't know why, but for some whatever reason, they called it like violating community guidelines, right? So I don't know why, because that live stream was purely TA, right? But that's it is not something I want to spend more time talking about, right? So you can see in front of you, we basically breaking another key area. What key area is it, guys? It is the 100 EMA. Very important. I said it multiple times. All right. So when you're looking for 4 hour, 6 hour, 12 hour daily, you want to pay attention to your 21 EMA and 100 EMA. I know most of you guys love 55, 50, 25, blah blah, but I'm telling you guys, if you keep it simple, just find your edge by keeping it simple. I've been using like mostly 2 EMAs in different time frames. They've been working very well, right? So if we break this area, guys, we most likely gonna find support right there. Okay, I really do think that's right around my third target, just about like 82 to 8200 range. So we could most likely find the support in that area and bounce back up to above this above the 100 EMA, you know, on the daily time frame. So that's the daily time frame, because the daily time frame is very clean, right? So if I try to use like the hourly time frame for a 1,000 point move, I'm not gonna get it, right? I'm not gonna get it. But if you're looking for like a 1,000 point move, you cannot focus on the hourly time frame, because all your indicators gonna be so dead. You're not gonna be satisfied, right? So you can see it is very contracting, right? You can see like, you know, it is not giving any sign of reversal. You're gonna be like, it is oversold. But most people can do analysis without even looking at RSI or like a MACD, right? So you gotta keep that in mind. Hey, what's up, Will? Bitcoin is crazy. Yeah, it is crazy. Hey, Flat Earth Revolution. Tyler in the house. Craig in the house. Yeah, that's public live stream. Hey, what's up, Tammy? There's an echo. Hey, is the sound good, guys? Let me know if the sound is good. Because somebody's saying like he can. Nice to wake up in green. I'm glad you guys waking up in green. You know, we should have take the short position since like 98, but I just wanted to make sure, because you guys know we took a nice short right there, right? If we shorted like from you know, 10.2 to 10.3 all the way down to 96, right? So I did not want to waste all that, you know, I did not want to waste this profit. I just wanted to wait. Okay, I know this was a three-way move, but I wanted to get this three-way move to be higher. Okay, but we did not get it. So I was like, okay, let me just be sure, right? In terms of like a 6-hour time frame, I was like, 6-hour time frame, we got multiple candles, right, closing below the 100 EMA on the 6-hour time frame, right around this area. I was like, okay, that's it, guys. We just have to take this one, right? So we basically got the confirmation, and then I started shorting it right there. Yes, we could have shorted it like 10K, but it is very dangerous. Like, you could have shorted at 10K and then price gonna be going up, you know, from 10K to 93, and you're gonna be sitting like a 300 points red. So 8700, 8723, we could be retesting it now, guys. So it seems like a Doom boy is having fun right now. So let's see if the Moon boy is gonna come out and basically buy the dip, because we're gonna need the Moon boys to buy the dips for us basically to find any reversal pattern, right? But let's see, because 382, it is at 8700, right? 382 is a very strong Fibonacci, you know, retracement in terms of bullish pattern, right? If we're in the bull market and we're looking for $100,000 BTC, this area of 382 has to play a crucial role. Okay, it has to play a very crucial role. Okay, so we have to basically, for the bulls, they just have to buy the dip. Okay, they cannot scare to buy the dip, otherwise we could just take it down to like a low 8200 range, which is 50% pullback. Okay, if we do not get a support at 382 and drop down to our basically final target, the move to the upside could be very strong. Okay, it could be very strong. Okay, and we could go all the way back up to like a 93 from like a low 8K range. So best thing to do, it is basically put a stop loss. Market going to be very volatile for the next few days, especially the monthly time frame, guys. I don't even want to show you the monthly time frame, guys. If I showed you the monthly time frame, you're most likely, you know, gonna give up if you're bullish, right? So I'm just gonna save the monthly time frame for later. Okay, but right now you can see like 8700. We just hit our second target. First target was 91, second target was 87, and then we got another target to the downside. But let's see if 236 is gonna hold, right? Because I mean, not 236, 382, so it could give us some more boring phase of a sideways correction, a possible pullback up to 93. So I would just put a stop loss, you know, somewhere around here. Okay, so you're not gonna get involved like within this range. Otherwise, anywhere around like 87 to 93, price can pump back up like a 5% in a matter of like a few hours, right? So it is breaking 87, but let's see if we're gonna be able to close up. That's a 6-hour time frame, right? So it is doing it, baby. It is doing it. So it is doing it. Come on. So let's just get our final targets and then basically let the market do the work after that, right? So Ethereum to $1,000 in 6 months. I thought Ethereum going to $10,000. That was a rumor, right? So let's see. Okay, I never called Ethereum 10,000 or 20,000, right? So we just have to be very careful in this market, guys. It is a very speculative market. So whenever you hear those type of numbers, like, you know, $300,000 BTC, $100,000 BTC, $20,000 Ethereum, 589 XRP, best thing to do is just step back, relax, and study the chart again, because sometimes it's a lot of chillers right there out there. So they're gonna chill the Ethereum price, and then basically try to pump Ethereum, stuff like that. I don't have anything against Ethereum. I like Ethereum, but I just don't see like people calling for those crazy numbers so early, right? So when we haven't even broke like $700 Ethereum. So we basically best Doom Boy is basically looking great in terms of price action. So let's dive into the 4-hour time frame. 4 hours looking great, guys. Looking great. Oversold 19. Last time we've been at 19 was back in November. Okay, just about Thanksgiving. I remember this. I remember this area because we were shorting basically like from just about like a 73, 74 down to 68. Price got bought up, pumped back up to like a 74. We just still shorted it down again. Okay, we still shorted it down, and then it pumped back up. We still shorted it down. It pumped back up. We still shorted it down. Right. So we shorted basically like since like we've been shorting basically from like what, October, right? After that pump, we've been shorting it down, but it just gave us like a tough time within like a January, from like a 6,400 to a 8K range, right? So it gave us a very, very tough time. So the hardest thing is like to basically spot the downtrend. After you spot the downtrend, that's it, guys. All you do is just go with the trend. Go with the trend. So hopefully all of you guys looking green, and basically either looking green or being on the sideline instead of long in this falling knife. I would not advise anybody to long BTC as of now, right? I'm not saying it cannot reverse, but that's not the way the market works, right? So that's not the way the markets work. Yeah, we got caught. Yeah, so it is very bad. Okay, sometimes you just have to be honest to yourself. It is very bad, right? Being honest to myself is like one thing I learned, like when BTC was right around this area, don't be too bearish, okay? Regardless what market, Ethereum, XRP, NEO, whatever, don't be too bearish and don't be overly bullish, okay? So like I said, I was very confident I was gonna get like a 55. I was extremely confident, okay, with like I would say like 85 to 90% confident, right? We're gonna drop down to 5,500 range, because I already got like all my setups like and everything, guys. So was just waiting for like a 55 to 11.5. That was my target, exit target, 11.5 to a 12K range. Got that set up like early December, but it just didn't play out because we missed about 10 points, 10%. So similarly, that's why I'm trying to be very careful in this range, not to be too bearish, and take it step by step, okay, target by target, and then basically and then move forward, right? So but let's dive into the monthly time frame for the Moon Boys. So monthly time frame, if you watch my previous live stream, I told you guys that's very bad. That's absolutely okay. In 1 to 10 ratio, I would say like a 9. Okay, it is 90% bad. Okay, to get such a monthly time frame. All right, if I just don't know how to qualify this monthly time frame, right? It is basically the inverse of what we got at the bottom. You can see what we got at the bottom. That's what we got in this area. What can you expect the next month to be? Okay, just to take a look at the chart, no TA, nothing. Okay, just take a look at the chart. You don't know how to do TA. Somebody say, hey, what do you see? Okay, you're gonna be like, oops, this candle excuse me, this candle right there, it is basically the opposite of this candle. So what do I expect? What do we got in the middle? A full engulfing candle. So if we're gonna get another full engulfing candle next month, So what are we gonna get? Okay, so you just be honest to yourself, right? You're gonna be like, okay, we should get a bearish engulfing candle just like this. Okay, it could pump back up, even retest like all the way up to 50% of this this week, right? Just about this area. It could go back and retest that area, and then basically even like close, okay, close below this area. And I don't expect it to do this next month, but it could, okay, close below this big engulfing green candle, right? So that's going to be very, very bearish. So I would be extremely cautious in terms of like a bullishness. Okay, I'm still, okay, 60% I'm still 60% bearish until we break 12K, right? But if we close this monthly candle like this, I'm gonna be 80% bearish. That's it, 80% bearish, guys. So ontology is down 7%. That's not good. So that's not good at all, guys. So could get a very, very nasty candle. Not green, but red. I can't get the red, but you get the concept. So we do not want to get like a, you know, we don't want to close like this, guys. I don't see how the bull's gonna do it to get back above like a 94 within the next 4 days. Yes, they can do it, absolutely. We can pump back up above 94, but we got to be able to stay above it. It is going to give us some bullish setup. Okay, if like we can close before end of the month, it's gonna basically reduce the you know, the bearishness, but it is still going to be bearish. Okay, but if we close above 9400 range before February 29th, that'll be extremely good. So next area, if like this candle going to be closing like that, right? If you just like to trade on a monthly basis, I would just like target like, you know, the 21 EMA on the monthly time frame, which is just about like a 7400 range. Okay, so in 74, if you pay clear attention from swing low to swing high, if you take a look at 7400 from swing low 64 up to swing high, you can see just about it is roughly around like a 0.786. okay, and 0.786, I said it multiple times, 0.786, it is not a number like you want to be playing with, because if you're bullish, you don't want to be playing with 0.786. Of course, yes, if you're doing like a swing trades, but if you're looking for like a strong push, like a, you know, 12K, you know, I would not be buying too early at, you know, 7400. Okay, I would at least let price to give me a direction, maybe buy at like 79, 8K and look for 12K. But 74, you can buy at, you know, 70.786 and price drop back down to like a 1.27 to 1.41, which is going to be like a, you know, 52, okay, to 5600 range. Okay, we do not want to talk about these numbers so early, right? But it is right there. We're gonna discuss it as soon as we get more data, and then basically talk about like how low we could be dropping if we drop all the way down to these areas, right? Ether USD. Okay, we're gonna talk about Ether USD next. Don't worry. So let's take a look at the weekly time frame, right? So weekly, it's not giving us any chance at all, like for the weekly time frame even to support the price. So we're looking very bad, guys. So if like we close below this you know, weekly time frame, I said it multiple times, the weekly, if you go to my channel, right, you can see like my previous update was like about the weekly time frame at 8700, right? That was like over 10 days ago, guys. So make sure to follow my channel and make sure to basically subscribe, hit the notification. Most of the time I give you guys heads up like 7, 10, 3 weeks, not 10 days ahead, guys. When this was 10.5, I was calling for basically 87, right? So we got to be able to basically pay attention clearly to this, like you know, moving averages such as your 21 EMA and 100 EMA. But on the weekly time frame, if we close below this 8700, guys, it'll be it, guys. So we could see like some very low numbers, right? I'm not extremely bearish until like March 1st. but I'm still a 60% bearish, right? Because next week we can just drop down, okay? We can get another engulfing candle and drop down to the 100 EMA, which is just about 7,400. We just talked about it, right? So 7,400 is, you know, is the weekly 100 EMA, right? And at the same time, 7,400 is your monthly 21 EMA. So do you see the coincidence, right? So do you see the confluence, right? You can see 7,400, right? 7,430, whatever you want to call it, right? You go on the monthly, that's the same number, okay? That's the same exact price. So you give or take, okay? So it is there, okay? It is there. So weekly MACD, is a weekly MACD crossing over? Let's take a look at the weekly MACD. Oh, listen, no, weekly MACD, it is too early. So we just have to break, basically break 7,400 to get a weekly MACD crossover, most likely, okay? But the weekly MACD, we got like maybe a couple more weeks, unless we drop all the way down to like 6K, we're gonna get the weekly MACD crossover, right? But as of now, it seems like we're not gonna get it. So it is too soon to basically focus on the weekly MACD. But this bearish engulfing candle, guys, it is very big. The only way we can pump back up is like we get a support right there and move sideways and then pump, okay? But if we just keep doing this, we're just gonna keep doing that, right? But the bullish uptrend is there. We got 4 more days, so let's see if like the bulls can save it. I'm not extremely bearish, I'm still 60% bearish, but we'll be 70% to 85%, 70 to 80% bearish if we close below. Ethereum Classic down 10% in the last 59 minutes. Boom, Shaba. Yeah, daily MACD, we got the crossover on the daily MACD. Somebody talking about the daily MACD. We got that long time ago. I'm not even focused on the daily since like we brought the daily 21 EMA. I was done with the daily. I'm just focusing on the 3-day chart, right? You can see the 3-day chart. That's what I'm focused on right now. So I'm not even focused on anything below like 3 days. It is bearish. I don't need to take a look at it, right? So 3-day chart, you know, 100 EMA, just about like 8K, 8,300. Let's see. It is just by 83.32, right? So we got a lot of confluence, like that's BTC, excuse me, that's BTC volume basically going above 12,000 on Binance. So that was a lot. So you can see like 83, just about 83.30, right? It is your 3-day 100 EMA. So, and that's our main focus, right? So we just have to keep an eye on basically keep an eye on you know, low 8K range. All right, keep an eye on low 8K range. So if we get this crossover, guys, on the 3-day chart also, it's not gonna look good at all, guys. It's not gonna, because it's gonna we're gonna need some time, right, to drop. We're gonna have to get some time. We're gonna need some drop. We're gonna need time to drop, right? And first thing first, after you drop, what are you expecting? You're gonna need like a double crossover. And I don't think like this area gonna be any support. Okay, it's gonna hold like a, it's gonna act as a support. Okay, we're gonna break this structure, and then we're gonna drop all the way down and trying to find a crossover like this, another double crossover, and this could send the price all the way down below even like a 5K range, right? So I know it is too early. I talk about it in if you go to my channel, you can find it. The BTC is bullish, but the 3-day chart is saying something else, right? If you go to my channel, you can find it, right? So let's do this. So let's do this. I'm live, right? So so you can, if you go to my channel, you can see right there. Okay, it is just about 16 minutes. You can go and watch it, right? Bitcoin price update. Bitcoin is bullish, right? But look at this nonsense. Bitcoin is bullish, but 3-day chart doesn't agree, right? So when I was saying that, that was like the first week of February. Yes, the chart was bullish, right? But you know, the 3-day chart could give us like a serious problem, at least within the next few weeks, few hours, right? But let's not be too bearish. Like I said, right? We got multiple support, low 8K, strong support. We gotta break it first, okay? We gotta break it, otherwise we're gonna be facing like you know, some more uptrend up to 12K range, right? So sound is low. Let's see, sound is low. I know why. This is why. So sound is low. Okay, sound is good now. I'm not saying it. I know most of you guys you know, I know you guys listen very carefully. So which is, I mean, why we in the market also, right? So but I'm not gonna say nothing is bullish. My chart is bullish. It is still bullish, okay? This is very bullish, okay? We only got like, you know, let's say 2 weeks of downtrend. We got a strong support at 82 to 8500 range. Let's just break it first, all right? But the monthly time frame, if I take a look at the monthly, I'm going to be extremely bearish, right? I'm going to be 80% bearish, all right? 80% bearish. Yes, it's good. Sound is good, right? So let me know what you think, guys, because if like we're going to close the monthly time frame like this, right, I'm not going to be happy at all, right? And I showed you before the 3-month time frame, right? Take a look at the 3-month time frame. I know most of you guys don't think about you know, 6-month time frame, you know, yearly time frame, stuff like that. Yes, I'm not predicting what's going to happen within the next 12 months, but you can take a look at the trend, right? And basically try to anticipate some big moves, stuff like that, right? So let's see. Let's go on. Let's take a look at the BLX, right? Okay, on the 3-month time frame, you can see it's not looking bad at all. Alright, it's not Satoshi, guys. So so the 3-month time frame, you can see like we still got the triangle, so it is not bad. Like we shouldn't be panicking much, but if you just best your analysis based on the 3-month time frame, we still okay. We still got 30 more days, right, for this this green candle to close, right? So as long as like we close green within the next 30 days, right, we should be okay on a higher time frame, right? But on a lower degree, like a weekly, daily, we're gonna be suffering a lot, okay? And then we're gonna be suffering a lot. So we got similar structure right there, right? We got a similar structure right there. Okay, that's a 3-month time frame. So if you're panicking about BC dropping, you shouldn't be, okay? You could be like, oh, you know, we got this triangle and it could break out to the upside. But if you got the breakout to the downside, let's say we start like April and then price start dropping, guys, come on, all of you guys know how to do this, right? So let's not do that, because all of you guys know how to do this, from swing low, swing high to swing low to breakout point. Okay, 120 extension gonna be like almost $1,000. So I'm not saying we're gonna hit $1,000, but I'm just showing you like the 120 extension, right? But if we get the breakout to the upside, it is going to be very juicy, okay? Because you could do this also, right? To the upside, I'm more biased to the upside, honestly. I really do think, like, you know, if okay, we hold very strong like the month of April, we could you know, we could push to the upside and retest all-time high, right? But let's just be careful, okay? Swing high to swing low to swing high to breakout. 120 extension going to be very it's going to be like almost $40,000, guys. So it's going to be almost $40,000, right? So I'm not saying it's going to be like a one way, like we're going to hit $40,000 within like the next, you know, next 18 months or stuff like that, but I'm just saying it is a target to the upside, okay? It is a target. It is the next target to the upside, right? So let's see what we got right there. but it is very critical, man. April going to be very crucial for BTC, right? April going to be very crucial for BTC. 1-to-1 extension was like 7,200, and then we pump all the way up to like a 1.27 from this previous triangle, right? So you can see if somebody told you that when BTC was just about like let's say $400, okay, if somebody said like a BTC gonna hit like a $20,000, you're gonna be like, get out of here. All right, get out of here. That's what you're gonna say. So it might just have stopped tanking. Man, don't base your analysis on the 5-minute chart unless you're day trading. So like I said, 382 also, guys, it is a very strong support, right? So it is pretty normal for BTC to basically take a break at 382. So I think like we should be moving sideways within the next few hours now, at least for the short term. That's what I see. I don't see any further sell off. It doesn't mean we're not gonna get any sell off. I'm just saying, looking at the volume, it seems like we just got a change in direction in volume. So yep, so we just got a big volume. Let's take a look at it on Binance. Yep, we just got a big volume. Okay, sometimes these big volumes they indicate like a change in trend, like either sideways correction or a pullback. Okay, so you can see the volume is still increasing while we're dropping, right? And then all of a sudden we got like a very abnormal volume. So this volume basically could be a good signal, like we could be doing some sideways correction, go and then try to do some boring phase stuff like that, right? So, and it is exactly at 382. So as we said it, right, 382 is very important. So very important, which is like 87, which is at 8700 range. So we hit our 2 targets, so we're not worried too much, right? So guys, make sure to hit the likes, guys. Don't forget to hit the likes. It is very easy to hit the likes. It is even easier than listening to me talking, right? So man, I don't pay attention to the gap, so I'm not sure if the gap got filled, right? So let's see. I think we got a gap, right? We got some gap all the way down to like a like a 3700. So it is but some people are gonna say it is a small gap. I made a video about that gap, just about like 37 to 37.20, and I think 39.80, something like that, right? So we got another one at 39.80. So you dream of BTC at 5K. I'm dreaming of BTC at 4K. So let's see, our dream can come true. Both you and I are some doom boys. So let's see. But if the moon boy is gonna be buying the dip, we're not gonna go anyway. So let's move on to Ethereum, guys. So I'm just gonna make it a very short live stream. After, you know, we're gonna talk about these coins, not Ethereum Classic. Yeah, we just talked about Ethereum Classic. Also, during our previous live stream, we were talking about Ethereum Classic dropping down to where? To like a 7.8. We're at 7.5 right now. So and it is a clear head and shoulder. That's not good at all, guys. Take a look at it. I was trying to explain to you guys about like a wave number 4. If you guys clearly remember, I was saying always be careful with your wave number 4, because your wave number 4 can give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Your wave number 3, the connection between wave number 3 and 4, always look at it as your left shoulder. Okay, even if you're not gonna get a left another right shoulder, just be prepared, right? So you can see like a Ethereum Classic, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So you can see wave number 4, this area, it is basically giving us a flat correction, right? So always be careful, okay? Always be careful with your wave number 4 as a support. We break it, this sucker could drop all the way down to like a 0.786, which is 0.6. Let's say 0.618 is like $5, okay? So this sucker pump like from $3 to basically $12, and then basically just drop back down almost like a 70% or so, right? 60% or so. So let's see, it could drop all the way down to 66 to 57, right? So which means like BTC has more dropping, right? That's Ethereum Classic. So let's take a look at Ethereum, the real Ethereum. Ethereum, as you can see guys, we talked about it. Ethereum 215, that was our target in the group. We said lower target, lower range is like 215, high range 231, mid range 226, right? So we hit all those targets. Low range just about 215 on the dot. High range was like a 231, and mid range 226 range. Okay, just about 226, right? So we hit the low range, so most likely we're gonna be facing some basically some sideways correction, boring phase, blah blah blah, right? So in fib retracement, we're not quite yet at 236, which is $200 range. Okay, I would say like a 190 to 205. Okay, 190 to 205, not to be too basically accurate. Let's say 195 to 205. Okay, which is this 382 range. Okay, just to cover up the $200. So let's see if we can get that wick to the downside, because we just sitting like right at support, not at a fib retracement. The real support could be right there. Okay, 164 could be the real support. And if you just watch my uploaded video, I talked about a possible retracement down to like 164 before any further move to the upside, right? So maybe you're using a Doomboy exchange. Which exchange are you using for icon to be 22 cents? So which graph method do you use? I don't know. I don't understand your Thurgin, I don't understand your question, which graph method I'm using. So some dark helmet. I bought a 110,000 USD at 10.5, losing how are you losing like 2K every 10 minutes? That's, you mean like you're losing 2K? That's 2%. You're losing 2%, just about 2% every 10 minutes. BTC is not dropping 2% every 10 minutes. So I don't know what type of leverage you're doing, right? So, but BTC is not, unless I don't know, but BTC is not dropping 2% every 2 minutes. So EOS, let's move on to EOS. So we already talked about Ethereum, right? So let's move on to EOS before we talk about Doom XRP, EOS BTC. So EOS BTC, not looking bad. That's EOS BTC, double bottom, possible head and shoulder, flat correction. Let's see. It's not looking good at all. Like in terms of a further downtrend, we could be looking for a retracement all the way down for EOS. Okay, that's our absolute support. We do not want to break this range of a 0.03, just about 34,000, something like that, right? So just about like a 33,000 to this range. We just don't want to break this range. We're coming back down to a nice accumulation range, so we don't want to break it. Okay, so but let's take a look at EOS USD. Similarly, okay, got a head and shoulder also. So EOS, we talked about it in our group, was like it gave us a clear sign. As now we dropped down here on the daily, especially, right? EOS was one of the weakest one. Okay, you can see like as soon as we got this drop, we said it's not looking good. Okay, we could be dropping all the way down to low $3. Okay, 330 to 350, and you can see it, guys, we drop all the way down. Okay, sometimes it is unbelievable when price is at $5, $4.50, and somebody saying it's going to drop down to $3. You're going to be like, man, this guy is crazy, right? So but when price action is very volatile, guys, these numbers you know, the coins don't care about the numbers. Okay, they just keep dropping. So let's see, it's just about support at 350. So let's see if like we're gonna get this support to basically hold very strongly. So because otherwise we're just gonna look for $2.50. Okay, I don't want to be very severe regarding EOS, but next target, like if we break this 50% pullback, we got, you know, 0.618, which is just about like a $3, and then we got like a 250 at points, you know, 0.786. All right, so it is, you know, it is what it is, but most of the time 50% pullback most of the time can pull back up to 236. Okay, which is just about like it is going to be like a 380 range before dropping down to a 0.618, and then finally try to find support from like a December lows and stuff like that, right? So, but it's not, I mean, you know, and at the same time we got a bearish head and shoulder and a 1-to-1 extension. Most of you guys know how to do that, right? 1-to-1 extension, swing high to neckline to neckline. 1-to-1 extension going to be at the bottom. Okay, it is going to be exactly at $2.10, right? So, but let's say we could get a nice support from this area, and then we could resume like the uptrend. So I don't want to be too bearish right now, but I'm just giving you the scenarios. Okay, I'm not saying we're gonna hit it, but that's what we got in front of us. So we just have to analyze it like it is and not try to cover it up, right? This move and that move also is very possible, which is gonna give you a corrective move, right? So hey guys, make sure to hit the likes, make sure to share. Hey guys, make sure to follow me also on you know, on Twitter, like you know, send crypto 0. Make sure to follow me on Twitter also, right? So let's go ahead and talk about XRP. So I know most of you guys pretty bullish on XRP. I am too, but I put XRP bullish, man. That's not XRP bullish, that's XRP USD. I'm so bullish on XRP. When I'm looking for XRP, I put XRP bullish, but that's nothing bullish on XRP right now, right? So it is, XRP is killing us, man. So come on, XRP. So basically, what are we looking for XRP? We talked about it yesterday, and the yesterday or the day before yesterday, we said XRP just about 22.5 to 21.5. We exactly at 0.618, but I don't think 22 gonna hold, guys. So let's see if like we can find a support at 20 cents. Okay, so if you're shorting XRP, best thing to do, put a stop loss above like above 27. Okay, just about above 28. Okay, because 28 it was like the previous resistance. Just put a stop loss above 28 to ignore any wick. But XRP is pretty, it behaves, it doesn't give you like, you know, stupid wicks, stuff like that. So unless you're on BitMEX, but on BYBIT we don't, XRP doesn't give you those stupid wicks, right? Not all the time. We got one right there. Okay, so this one kicked me out too. It didn't kick me out, I took profit, right? And then it came and kicked me out there. So at 31 cents, I was stupid to like put a stop loss at 31 cents. I should have put it at 32 and I could have got all this move. But you know, it kicked me out and hit my stop loss at 31. So, but next target to look for XRP, it is exactly at 20 cents. 22 could hold, but let's see, it is 0.618. But if I'm expecting BTC to drop down to 83, if I'm expecting BTC to drop down to 83, I wouldn't be, let's see, I wouldn't be too bullish on XRP at 22. Okay, so even if I'm looking for some bullishness, I would just be very moderate, not be going all in, right? Because we can get another 10% drop, so I wouldn't do it like more than 2x leverage, 2.5x leverage, all that. But 10x leverage, you're most likely gonna be in trouble. Okay, especially when market is not moving sideways. At least I would give it like, you know, couple more days before going heavy, increasing a position and stuff like that, right? So So hey guys, we got 50 watching, we only got 24 likes. So guys, if you believe like BTC gonna be pumping back up, make sure to hit the likes. If you believe like we got a support at 8700, make sure to hit the like, so I know guys, if you if you think like we got a support, or if you believe like also BTC could find a support at 8K, make sure to hit the like, so I know if you guys bullish or bearish at the same time, right? So let me see if we can get about like 40 likes. Okay, we got 50 watching. We got 44 watching, so make sure to get 40 likes, right? BAT, I was not bullish on BAT, right? So BAT, BTC, I was not bullish on BAT, because one of the reasons why I wasn't bullish on BAT, let's see, basic attention token. Yep, I said it. One of the reasons. Oh, BAT, we got a wick. I didn't say this. That's Bitfinex. Okay, one of the reasons why I wasn't bullish on BAT was like, I would like to see it at the bottom. Okay, I would like to see it right there. Okay, I'm not saying it cannot pump. I said it multiple times, right? It can pump, right? But it is not just like my favorite strategy to buy when coins not at the bottom. I like to buy at the bottom, and they got a higher chance of pumping than like a buying after the coin is just about like a 50% pullback, stuff like that, right? So but let's see if like we can find the bottom. It'll be a nice I think I got an alert, right? So that's an alert, a buyer. This line you see right there. Okay, I already got an alert, right? So time to buy BAT, right? BAT crossing like just about like a 16,000. So that's I already got an alert. So so but I would love to see it like dropping down below 16,000 sats, right? So 16,000 or 1600, excuse me. Yep, let's see, 1700 is my second target, so that's my second target. 88 is not looking good, all right? So it's not looking good at all. It seems like it has more dropping to do. It has more work to do, all the way down to 4 cents. Okay, 411 for 88. But the market is bouncing back up. 87.13 on Bitstamp, 87.30. Okay, so 200 EMA, very important, guys. It was like at 87 on the weekly, so we could sit just about at 87 for the rest of the week. It could be very boring between like 86 to 88. If we get a strong push to the upside, we could retest like a 94, right? So but let's see. So guys, I think we covered everything, right? Unless you guys wanted to cover something. ICX still so ICX, I would like to see this move from ICX, right? So that's a move I'm anticipating now from ICX right there. Okay, so we can get this move from ICX, we can get that drop, right? So we can definitely pump back up to like a 40 cents or higher for ICX. That's very probable. So it can also drop lower before making another lower high, right? So similarly to what basically LTC just did. Let's see, LTC is USD. Okay, not you. Okay, you see what LTC just did, right? So ICX could do that move, right? So let's check it on the lower degree, right? That's the move I'm talking about. So LTC was clearly bearish. Okay, if I showed you on the on our Discord channel. We're gonna go back to BTC really quickly. Chart. Okay, LTC. It was a couple of days ago, so it should be fine. You see, LTC, that's a setup. You know, I was saying like, you know, we got this drop, we got the flat correction. We most likely gonna get that drop, right? So you can see LTC. If I show you the chart right now, that's basically what we got. Okay, sometimes it can be bullish, but you're gonna have to get like a three-way move sideways like this, like that, right? And push back up. That's possible sometimes, but most of the time when BTC is bearish, that's what I was looking for BTC to do, to go all the way up to like a 10.4, 10.3, right? But BTC could not push to 10.3. So this is most likely a 1-to-1 extension. Let's see. Okay, 1-to-1 extension. That's what we said. $60 Litecoin. If you watch our previous live stream. So, and we got a big volume also, right at $60. So that's a good sign, at least for the short term, right? Other than that, we just have to look for $50 Litecoin next, which is another 20% to 22% drop. That's a lot, right? So that is a lot, guys. That is a lot. So that's a very bearish sign. Now, as you can see, like the three-way move pullback, they're very common when a market want to give you like a strong sell-off. Okay, so that's the same thing we got. That's very common. Even if you can find it, you know, you can find it on the BTC chart. I showed you very quickly. I'm gonna show you. All right, so you're gonna see it, but you're gonna ignore it. That's it right there. Okay, that's it right there. You're gonna get this drop, right? And then you're gonna get this three-way move pullback. That's what we got on Litecoin, right? And then you're gonna get this sell-off. Sometimes this sell-off could be, you know, could be a linear move. Sometimes it just gives you a three-way move. Okay, but with BTC we got a three-way move, right? So if you go back to Litecoin, LTC on a lower degree, you can see, right? It is similar, right? So very similar. So you got pullback, three-way move pullback, strong sell-off. We can get this pullback, you know, before falling all the way down, right? But at some point we're gonna get a pullback. We're not gonna drop all the way down to $50. BTC crypto is a scam. Hey, what's up, Fred? Yes, it could be. We got a lot of scammers in crypto, so you just gotta be careful, right? So, and make sure to do your own research, right? So, hey, what's up, Anim? I don't know what you're talking about regarding. Hey, what's up, Ben Hoovers? Make sure to join basically our Telegram group. If you join our Telegram group, public Telegram group, and send me a message, I'm gonna send you the subscription information, right? So the link to the Telegram group is under the you know, in the description, so you can just click on it. Hey, what's up, Psychol? Let me just say P22. I don't want to call you Psychol. Maybe 86. Man, don't worry about the bottom. I don't worry about the bottom. Just worry about, like, you know, if we're gonna get the sideways correction, and then but if you're trying to pick the correct number for the bottom, what happened to Sun Crypto gonna happen to you? You're gonna miss it by 2 points. So let's take a look at. Hey, what's up, Mason? E&G Steam. It is similar, okay? It is nothing. Zcash is basically double tapping a clear head and shoulder. So it is doom, okay? So we do not want to break this area, right? So we could be retesting the, you know, man, I don't want to say it, but we could be retesting easily retesting the bottom if BC gonna be dropping very low, very low. That's a clear head and shoulder. I don't have to show you the head and shoulder. Maybe you just want me to confirm it, but it is a you know, it is a clear head and shoulder, and you can see it right there. Right, so that's it. So Zcash, we don't want to break it. As soon as we break it, I'm gonna update it, right? So, but it is a clear downtrend. Okay, clear downtrend. Let's take a look at Steam, BTC. Steam is losing control of. Let's take a look at 3-day. Okay, Steam, we gotta get back up above the 21 EMA on the 3-day chart. Otherwise, we could be facing big sell-off. Okay, so support. We don't want to break this support. Okay, I must say I was bullish on if Steam, like you know, as soon as we started to jump above this 3-day 21 EMA. So, but it seems like we most likely going to be closing below it. So it could be in trouble. Okay, it could be in trouble if we break this area. Okay, if we break this area. Okay, severely. So let's take a look at ENG. ENG, guys, as soon as I made that update, ENG just decided to give us some bad news, right? So, but let's take a look at it. It's not looking bad so far. Yeah, it is bad. It dropped. It got rejected from you know, from the you know, 100 EMA 3D, but it is still a support, right? So BC is dropping. Some of these alts, some of them they're gonna bounce back up, but this support, guys, we do not want to break it. So if like we break it, we could be facing like a, you know, a long bear market for you know, for ENG, right? So before starting to move back up, stuff like that, right? So price doesn't go back. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do that. All right. So it is something that we just have to keep in mind, even though you know, it's not the bull market, but you know, when I made that video, I'm trying to tell you like it is for the bull market, not like for you know, for ENG to basically be like a, you know, 1 billion market cap within the next few months or stuff like that. But I would give it like some time. Do your own research. I don't want you to don't buy any coins based on you know, my analysis. So it is based on my own personal research. So make sure to do your own personal research also, right? And don't expect these alts to go to the moon in 1 week, right? So Litecoin broke $60, so that's not good at all, right? That's not good. That's not good at all. Ethereum Classic Dash 81, man. The bulls basically really crazy right now. They can do anything, guys. So I know most people have been talking about cup and handle also. That's why I try to be very careful, guys. Very careful, right? So very careful. Weekly time frame, I've been saying it forever. I've been saying it. Pay attention, guys, to your to this WXY. This move, guys, we still got a chance, all right, to make this move, right? We still got a chance to drop all the way down to 5K area, right? Not this month, not next month, maybe next year, right? But I don't expect it like I don't expect it right now, okay? So, but 21 EMA, guys, on a weekly basis, guys, if we, man, that's not good, man. Like everything is bearish, guys. Like I don't want to say nothing is bullish for on the for BTC, but if we close below the weekly 21 EMA, at the same time we got a monthly bearish candle, right? I don't know, guys. I really don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. It's not. We're gonna need like you know, some big volume to pump the price up above like you know, above 10.5 at least for me to start being like a little bit like a 50-50, kind of be neutral. If we jump above 10.5, I'm gonna be neutral, right? And because this sell-off, okay, if we get a big volume to neutralize all this sell-off, right, I just gotta be honest, I'm gonna be neutral, okay? I'm gonna be neutral, and then you know, as soon as we break 12K, I'm gonna be very bullish. I'm gonna be like 85% bullish, and then we can take it to 20K and so on. But as of now, you know, within the next 2 days, I'm gonna be like 80% bearish, you know. Okay, hey, what's up, Irish? Thanks a lot for joining in, right? So, hey, what's up, Mason? Somebody just say 86.15 the bottom. Let's see. Okay, we got the weekly. We got the weekly 100 EMA also at 8K. So we got a lot of confluences, guys. So we got another one, weekly 100 EMA. You can see like on Binance, right? Been very, very strong. Let's see. Let's change the color to. Change the color to blue. Okay, you can see resistance also right there, resistance, right? And then it could be another support, right? Could be another support right there, and it is at 8K. So it, you know, we got, you know, I don't know, man. The higher time frame is very bearish. Okay, so on the way up, the higher time frame was bullish, right? But on the way down also the higher time frame is telling us like we don't have any chance. So we don't have any chance right now. All right, no chance, guys, no chance. Hey man, hey, what's up, Ken? Analysis to BTC GR to chart 12 minutes. Diladi 1 chrono. I don't know what that means, man. So maybe he's talking about yearly time frame. So I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what I can't do any analysis about this. Okay, all right. So if that's what you're calling for, this 12-month chart, right? So we already did the 3-month chart, so and we're still bullish on the 3-month chart. We're still okay, all right? We're still okay, nothing crazy. We are still bullish. We just have to wait for you know, the April monthly candle to close. It could close if like the April monthly candle closes above 10.3 to 10.5. That'd be great. But if it closes below, like let's say the 63 to 64. We just have to look for some lower numbers within the next like 12 to 18 months, right? So the 1-year chart, man, I don't know what to tell you with the 1-year chart, man. Let me see. I don't know what to tell you. I don't see anything. All I see is bullishness, right? I don't see anything crazy. Nothing. Okay. Nothing crazy. Everything is bullish on the monthly, on the yearly time frame, right? Everything is bullish. So all you need to do is just hurdle, right? Don't need to do anything crazy. Okay, let's see this. Let's take a look at this curve. This it is following a nice curve structure. So that's the yearly time frame. So as long as we do not break this line, you should be okay, right? So it is still bullish. Okay, it is still bullish. So on the yearly time frame, so the macro level BTC is bullish. So it's just saying basically just hurdle. Okay, just hurdle. Don't trade it. Don't trade your BTC. You got plenty of room to grow within the next few years, right? But not in 2020, right? Maybe. Okay, maybe. All right, so it is bullish. The yearly time frame is bullish. It's gonna go to $1 million or $12 million, just like the 12-month, right? So, but I don't know what to tell you about the 12-month, man. Man, we keep dropping, man. 86.50. That's Binance, Bitstamp. 86, you know, it's a low for Coinbase. 8600. Man, that's not looking good, man. Look at this. That's very bearish, man. That is very bearish. Oh, I see what you're talking about. So you're a doom girl, right? So it's talk about a 1000 support, which is the yearly time frame, right there. That's what you're talking about, right? So okay, I see. Okay, you're bear. You know, you're pretty bearish. That's what you wanted me to take a look at it for. But let's see. I don't see it like happening in 2020, neither in 2021, maybe 2022. But I don't see us dropping down to like $1,000 within the next few months. So not even like the next 2 years, right? It could happen, but you know, I'm not that bearish. Okay, I'm not that bearish. Hey, what's up, Aldo? Thanks a lot, man, for tuning in. I talk about the BTC dominance, guys. So when I said it, I made a video about BTC dominance going like to 90%, right? But guys, so I talk about it going to 90%, right? So let's see. That's market cap, the BTC dominance, right? So let's see BTC.D. Why am I? That's 6 hours. Okay, so BTC dominance is just that's, to me, that's just a you could say a pullback, but you could also say an impulse wave. So as of now, it seems like a three-way move pullback. But let's give it a shot. It could be, it could end up being like, if BTC keeps dropping, this could be 1, 2, and then we could still go up to like a 60%, drop back down, get wave number 5, come back down, and keep going, right? So that's the way I could look at it on the lower degree, right? It could be very significant, right? So regarding the BTC dominance going to 90%, let's say above 80%, right? So what I'm looking for is like we could be getting another wave to the upside. So we got 1, 2. We could get wave number 3 all the way up like to let's say 8,500, back down to 65, and get a you know, truncated wave number 5, right? So in your wave number 3, you could get this 5-way structure: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So, and then drop back down to wave number 4 territory before moving back up to like a 90% or so. So that's very plausible. Okay, it is there. It is not something like undoable, right? Last year when BTC was 53%, I was saying like we're gonna pump up to like a 72. That was 20 points. So right now it is, you know, just about 65. If BTC gonna be making some new lows, most likely the dominance of BTC dominance gonna be going up. That's it. Okay, BTC is not gonna be dropping and alt gonna be pumping. I don't think that's gonna happen, right? So we definitely can pump, right? BTC dominance can go all the way up to 85 to 90%, right? That's a bearish scenario for alt. But let's say for the that's very severe, okay? But let's say for the bullish scenario for alt is like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and BTC dominance is doom. Okay, no more dominance. That's it. Okay, we just have to drop back down to where, to like a roughly, let's say 50% to 0.618, or we can just drop back down to wave number 4 territory, which is most of the time a good support, right? So we could just drop back down to, let's say, 50% pullback, which is just about wave 4 territory, 382 to 50%, which is just about 50% also. Okay, at the same time it is like a 50%. Okay, so 50% pullback of this entire move, it is also at 50% dominance. That's what I mean, right? So let's keep that in mind. That's a bearish, that's a bullish scenario for alt. But what does it mean? It means like BTC either has to stay at or above like let's say 6K to 7K, because I don't see like a BTC dropping down to like let's say 5K, 4K, 3K, and BTC dominance is staying at 50%. It is most likely gonna pump all the way up to 80%, right? Because alt, most people are gonna lose their alt gonna sell their alt into BTC, stuff like that, right? It is currently at 60 according to trading view, just about 66, right? So it is very possible, guys, because your wave number 1, it is like a simple correction. Your wave number 4, basically I would say this is wave number 1. For your wave number 3, that's wave number 4. So we could get this wave number 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? And then we're gonna need this wave number 5 also of the entire move, right? So is BTC going under 8600? BTC already went under 8600. Hey, what's up, Thomas? We already hit XRP target like a 2022, right? So we're looking for a possible drop to 20 cents, 20.05, okay? 20.05. So basically 20 to 22 is very accumulative. I would just buy a lot of position. I know it's a 10% range, but would just a lot of position in that area. So let's see if it is, that's very bearish, man. Like this move, like you can see this move, it is very interesting to look at it in a 3D. All right, so let's take a look at it on let's take a look at it, right? When you take a look at this move right there, you got drop. What do you got? You got 3-way move pullback. Let me show you Litecoin again, right? Litecoin, you can take a look at it on the low degree. What do we got right there, right? We got a strong move down, a strong selling pressure. What do we got? We got 3-wave pullback, right? So why am I showing you this move? Okay, why Litecoin is just like under $60, right? We talked about it like just about so Litecoin is under $60, right? So but take a look at BTC. This move, that's the only move I want you to care about right now for Litecoin, this flat correction. You go back to BTC, right? Okay, that's the same move for BTC, but on a higher degree, right? On a high degree, that's the same exact move, guys. That's the same exact move. So shouldn't you be worried to pay clear attention about this move dropping all the way down? Okay, dropping all the way down and finding support. Next support, really truly, guys, it is like 5K. It is 5K, guys. It is 5K. Okay, so just like mid to a low 5K, but it is too early. Okay, let's just get the capitulation move first before we talk about 5K. Otherwise, most of you guys are gonna be super bearish. Right. So, but it is too early to focus on 5K. Let's not focus on 5K. Hey, what's up, Coolie Bay? I like your name, man, Coolie Bay. It's all illusions. It could be. It could be. When you decide the price to go up, it will go up. All right, that's great, man. That's a great way of doing TA, right? You just decide for the price to go up, and price will go up. That's nice. Hey guys, if you haven't joined our public Telegram group, make sure to do so. If you want to join our premium member, make sure to basically send me a message. Join the public Telegram group, hit the notification, make sure to subscribe, make sure to share if you find the content useful, make sure to share it, okay? So if you don't find it useful, you know, make sure to comment, give me a, you know, tell me why you don't find it useful, and then, you know, we can try to improve it, right? So AION is doing extremely well above 1600, so. All right, guys, I'm just gonna call it a day. I'm pretty exhausted. BTC is you know, selling off, nothing crazy, you know, nothing bullish as of now. We just gotta give it a few more days to basically. Can you look at Zcash? No Zcash. We already talked about Zcash. EOS for AION. Let's take a look at EOS US really quick. Man, I'm so tired. I forgot how to spell EOS. So EOS basically that's a bigger time frame. Weekly not good. Let's go to daily, not good. So EOS basically we just hit our support area of you know, 330, you know, 330 to 350. That's what we said, right? So let's see if like this area gonna be gonna hold at least for the short term. But if we're gonna expect a one-to-one extension of this move down from that area to that area, like I said, EOS could be, you know, could retest like a low $2 range, okay, low $2 range. But I don't want, like I said, I don't want to be too bearish. I keep saying it. Just put a stop loss and let the price do the work. If you're shorting EOS, I would at least like put a stop loss above like let's see 445. So you won't worry about like this previous resistance to be tested, right? So because we just hitting support, so most likely, you know, it is gonna, most people, moon boy is gonna be buying, and then they could like pull back up, get a pullback back to like a $4 range, okay, 3.8 to a $4 range. So it is crazy, guys. It is crazy, right? So and at the same time we talk about this head and shoulder for EOS, right? You can see it. We clearly broke it. We broke this head and shoulder, right? I know it is ugly, but it is a head and shoulder, right? So yeah, they're purging the weak hands. Yeah. They could. Yeah, alt will bounce back up, okay? Alt will bounce back up. Because when I just took a look at the BTC dominance, let's see. So the thing is, you can see like the BTC dominance on the daily time frame. It looks like a three-wave move pullback. So if that's a three-way move pullback, it has to cool back down, okay? It has to cool back down, and alt could take advantage of this BTC cooling down, right? So, but the only downside is like if this is a this could be a 5-wave also, okay? This could be an impulse 5-wave, and then you know, most people are gonna call this head and shoulder, you know. That's the downside, okay? And then we're gonna be like one-to-one extension, right? It could be one-to-one extension, and then we could be looking for BTC to go to the moon, right? To like 81%. If this scenario gonna play out, right? So, but let's see, okay? It is most likely gonna pull back. A dark helmet say finding support at 86. Yeah, that's just a low degree, man. Just pay attention to the weekly time frame, and you're gonna be okay, right? Let the weekly candle close, and you take a, you know, if you did not short like above 9K or like at least 89.50, you should be not be worrying about too much about 86. Would just let the weekly candle to close and let the monthly candle to close, right? And take a, you know, see how market gonna be reacting afterward, right? That's a weekly time frame, right? So support at 8500 down to 8200, right? So with a possible retest of 50% of this week, which is just about 94. So all right, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. Make sure to just don't forget to hit the likes, guys. Make sure to basically join the public Telegram group. At the same time, if you want to upgrade to our premium member for daily analysis, in case in case YouTube just basically ban our channel or stuff like that, we just can do a daily analysis in other ways, right? Other fashions, stuff like that. All right, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. Setting off.